awkward Mafia.
That's awesome.
Hello, Internet. I don't know if you can hear me.
I don't know if you can see me.
Welcome to another episode of Awkward Mafia Show. I'm Iron Man.
And I'm Captain Frank America.
I got it.
Is it raining?
Yeah, why don't we
Oh yeah.
that here?
As Captain America would. He would. If he went on a talk show. I'm here to talk about my new movie, Captain America 2.
I'll put this
Put on that side of it. No?
behind me.
Yeah.
Let me turn that light on.
No. Oh yeah. Okay.
I want this
Let
battery.
those batteries go. Check it out.
So why
like-
all the Marvel?
Things out.
It's relevant to what we're talking about, Frankie. Thank you for asking.
Oh really?
I kind of want to move so we can see the stuff, but I also want to be in frame.
Yeah.
So, a lot of interesting Marvel-related news in the last, month? We got
Movies, right?
the new trailer for the new Spider-Man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was really good.
Which was owned by Sony.
The trailer's owned by Sony?
I mean, the character.
The character's owned by Sony?
It was by Sony, and now it's in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Fox still has not done this.
They gave them. They haven't worked. They haven't worked together. They've
together
just
yet.
lost licenses.
But there's been a lot of positive talk in the stratosphere of entertainment because Marvel Television, the same people who make the Netflix shows, are working with Fox to make an X-Men show, Legion.
Oh yeah. Which is supposed to be pretty cool.
They traded Ego the Living Planet for Teenage Negasonic Warhead.
Teenage Warhead. Really?
From Deadpool.
So they could use.
So they can use them in Guardians of the Galaxy and in Deadpool.
So they could use Ego in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because that was the Fantastic Four license or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, he does. He really? That's who he falls under.
I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know why.
Yeah. I don't know the exact history of Ego, the planet.
Yeah, like Ego does, but
Well, they're space travelers.
Ronan the Accuser doesn't.
Yeah, that's weird.
he's like a main Fantastic Four villain.
Fantastic Four villain. Yeah, I don't get that at all.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares?
But it makes sense that they would meet Ego. They travel in space. I would say more than the average
So
superhero.
anyway, I'm gonna fix this shield light.
Anyone want to space travel? I think was Mr. Fantastic's catchphrase.
This has prompted a lot of people. Oh, that in fact that Wolverine's story is ending in the movies.
Logan,
which looks pretty good.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen a trailer for one of his standalone movies and thought I think I want to see that.
Yeah.
I actually want to see that movie.
So super excited for that. But with his story coming to an end, and with X-Men movies overall not doing that well,
Yeah.
except for Deadpool.
Deadpool did astounding.
It seems like it's prime for them to move over to Disney and be like, hey, let's make a Spider-Man type of deal.
Yeah.
And you can use these franchises.
Right, yeah. So we could all make some
We
money.
can all make some money. So, in line with this line of thinking,
Right.
I have some pitches for how I would like Marvel Studios to handle Fantastic Four and X-Men.
Alright.
Now, you didn't come up with anything solid.
I thought maybe it's too confusing to reboot them right now, right? So I would think that you just want to I would just put single characters in things, and then oh, hey, look, he's a smart guy. But his name is Reed Richards, and he's real smart, and he's a teenager, maybe in this one. And then later,
We have no idea how Infinity War is going to play out. Because this is the end of a lot of characters' contracts.
it's so sad.
So we don't know if they're just going to reboot the entire universe after those movies. Or what they're going to... They're going to recast everyone.
Reboot them. Or recast
If it's a solid end to this overall story they've been telling, I think it's possible. The only reason I think it might not is because we're just now getting Spider-Man. We're just now getting Black Panther.
Right, yeah. How could you get...
Yeah.
So maybe
You only get one movie, and then we got to start all over.
But do you see how they're using Iron Man, though? He's going to be in Spider-Man. Just kind of like... So maybe Spider-Man's the new Iron Man, basically.
Well, Robert Downey Jr. is good as long as they give him money.
Right, yeah, exactly.
But Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth have both said they don't want to do this anymore.
Really? They have to keep two.
Chris Hemsworth has to work
Chris Hemsworth.
out year round to keep that body.
Yeah, and I hear he
And
doesn't
he
like
hates
that.
it.
Yeah, I do.
Because if you see him in the first, he was in the first Star Trek.
Yeah,
J.J.
he's just
Abrams.
regular.
He's just a regular guy.
Yeah.
And now he's like two of those guys.
Yeah, he's two regular guys.
He's two regular guys. So, yeah, they hate it. They want out. And they feel like they've got enough star power now to do whatever
they want. Yeah,
Or at least
much.
Chris Evans did think that until every movie other than Captain America he's done has bombed at the box office.
Yeah.
The only one that gets any kind of critical acclaim is
Snowpiercer?
Which
It is?
flopped. It did not do well in theaters,
No,
but
but
now people love it.
Yeah,
I think through like DVD sales and stuff. I think it's making its money back now. But
it was on Netflix. I watched it on Netflix.
Before that, like people are like, "Oh, this movie's stupid."
Did you see it?
I have not seen it.
Oh man!
I know I should.
Car per car. Each car, he fights more people in the train.
The point is, he directed 2 movies. Neither of them did well.
Oh, he directed movies?
He did. Yeah, you didn't even know.
No, I did not know that. Ooh,
He did.
sorry,
He made a rom-com and then he made a drama, and neither neither one of them did well.
Ooh.
Is that Romeo and Juliet?
Yeah, I guess so.
Rom-com.
Dramedy. Instead of dramedy.
So he might be changing his tune, but he's not changing the fact that he's a high-profile actor now, and thus needs to get paid more money, which Marvel does not like.
Like, we like paying people.
Like, we could literally pick up anyone else to do this. You know how many people want to be Captain America now?
But
it was hard when we were trying to find him the first time.
Yeah.
Because we could not pick an Australian actor to do this.
Right. We had to pick a real American
We had to
actor.
pick an actual American to do it. Or else we would have been flayed alive.
Or we would have got a British guy or Australian guy.
Can't do that. But now, they could get friggin' Brad Pitt if they want, probably.
Oh, yeah. He's like, yeah, I'll work out. I guess.
Anyway, the future for Marvel is unclear.
Right.
So I think it's a good jumping on point for Fox. Phase 4.
Yeah, see, and that's the way I think Marvel should handle it, whether they get these licenses or not. But they should just keep handing down and bringing up new superheroes.
Yeah.
But at some point, you will run out of superheroes, right? And Fox owns 2 very high-profile, at least in the comics, characters and stuff. I mean, so it seems like the next few waves, you would want to get some of these.
You mean Doctor Doom and Wolverine?
Yeah.
Who the 2?
You
mean the 2 teams?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just mean Fantastic Four and X-Men.
Okay.
Those
are groups of characters.
But yeah, okay, but they're high profile in the comics.
Yes.
You know, so before we get to the depths and the gritty, nobody knows characters of Marvel, like Frogman or some weird ones, we should get to these. We should get to X-Men and Fantastic Four relatively soon before we get to weird characters nobody cares about.
So, here are my ideas, my pitches for what I would want Marvel Studios to do with these franchises. Start Fantastic Four. So this is assuming Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, everyone stays after
Everyone sticks around.
Maybe some characters die.
Yeah, okay.
But
see, there you go.
I'm going to assume status quo is mostly intact for these pitches.
Right.
Okay, so for Fantastic Four, here's how I want them to do Fantastic Four. I want them to say that the Fantastic Four were around and were a team during the 60s.
Okay.
But
60s.
They were pretty low profile. People weren't really aware of them. It was mostly like a government thing.
Okay.
Like Reed Richards was a scientist, and then whoever their origin is, whether they go to space or teleporter, they got powers, and then they just kind of kept a low profile for the most part in the public eye. That's how we don't know about these superheroes.
Okay.
On one of their maybe crazy sci-fi adventures, they disappear. And now, present day, they're back. They haven't aged a day.
Well, that's cool.
But you know who did age in that time? Dr. Doom. He didn't jump through time. We see them in the college years, and his face gets messed up, and he leaves off to Latveria, where he runs it to be like a perfect country that doesn't get involved in everything like Wakanda does.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But now that they're back, and in a big way, like they're popular, or they're known,
yeah.
He's like, oh, well, I'm going to... Richards is back. Yeah. I'm going to F with them.
Yeah,
but not in a major way, in the behind the scenes way in the first movie.
Right? Yeah, that would explain why he hasn't been around because he's had nobody to.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm going to rival Tony Stark. That guy's a moron compared to Richards.
This is a cool idea, though.
Yeah,
to bring them back.
But I think it's important that the main villain be Mole Man.
In the first one?
I think a cool part would be that some in the 50 years they've been gone, some of Reed Richards' technology has fallen to other people's hands.
Oh, cool.
And that technology could lead to the mole people, the mole monsters that Mole Man creates.
Right, yeah.
And so it's like we gotta handle it. And then meanwhile, like Doom is maybe feeding him this technology or doing stuff behind the scenes to mess with Richards.
So that way Doom could be the next big Thanos?
Yeah. They could build him up to be a villain in like the next Avengers trilogy.
I like where you're going with this.
Maybe even give him his own movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well,
to flesh out his back.
Everyone loves Doom.
Everyone loves Doom.
Everyone loves it, and he has enough source material of his that you could do a story. Like I don't know if Thanos does have enough source material.
So I wanted to go this route for a couple reasons. One, I want them to go too far out of what I think the Fantastic Four should be.
Yeah.
Which is established heroes with experience. But a good way to get around that is in saying, well, why haven't they been around this whole time? Is they've literally jumped 50 years in the future.
Yeah, and it would still establish them as some of the first superheroes, too.
And the 60s is an era of this universe we haven't quite explored.
Yeah, I guess so.
And the clash of 60s mentality to present-day mentality could also be a fun thing to play off of.
Yeah.
Like Human Torch being way behind on pop culture references.
Right, but it'd also keep them kind of corny, maybe. But I guess I would just have them acclimate faster than Captain America, just so you don't have to retread that same.
Yeah.
But like they get it, but they still kind of.
Reed Richards never fit in. So.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Not an issue for him.
But it would also there's just a little bit of innocence that maybe that comic book characters might have, heroes have.
And Doctor Doom's actual age doesn't matter because he's a crazy science magic man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And now
his face is messed up, so he doesn't quite like.
And we've introduced Doctor Strange already, so we can introduce more magic.
And the fact that Doom has been around for 50 years.
Yeah.
You could have a scene with Tilda Swinton.
Yeah.
In a flashback where he went to the same place Doctor Strange did, and he learned magic from the ancient world.
Right, that would be cool.
And then turned around on them and it's like, And then like they could reference Doom in Doctor Strange.
Like an evil Batman.
Yeah, like an evil Batman. Yeah.
Just getting different.
Like they could Wong could mention like, oh, you don't want to end up like Doom.
Right. Yeah.
And then Strange's like, who's that? He's like, oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And people go, oh, what? Oh, they said Doom.
People jump out of their seats. Oh, just lifted by the idea. You would make people pee their pants in the theater, Marvel.
So that's what I think they should. And then they should, I don't know, make another building, the Baxter Building or something.
Well, yeah.
Because we've seen the New York skyline a few times. We've never seen the Baxter
Building. Yeah.
Now it's there, now that they're back.
Or
they'd be like, hey, where's S.H.I.E.L.D.? Oh. That's complicated with TV. We don't talk about it.
Maybe the Baxter Building was small back then, and we haven't seen the skyline because everything's big around it. So when they come back, they make it bigger. Like, we need to modern this place up. Maybe it's dusty and now it's a school for something now, or it's something. It's like a public library or something.
And then of course you could do a Galactus storyline in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah, so yeah, well they go to space all the time, and they go to other dimensions, which we haven't really talked about too much.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess a little bit Doctor Strange.
You could, Doctor Strange, but you could have that aspect with the Fantastic Four in sequels.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Well, yeah, definitely. I'm just saying, the Fantastic Four would open up a whole possibility of the negative zone.
Yeah.
And all kinds of cool
Maybe
stuff.
you could just say they were trapped in the negative zone for like a year for them, but in the real world, 50
That's what I was thinking!
Something like that. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
And personally, I don't think you need to go over their origin that much. Just say the experiment happened. Yeah. I think the most important flashbacks of their origins you should show is Reed Richards and Doctor Doom and maybe even Ben Grimm in college.
I'll say Ben, because you want to see Ben when he was human.
Yeah, when you want to see the actor.
Yeah.
Maybe even Susan Storm, maybe she also went to the same college as them. But show that they were friends at one point.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And that how it all went horribly wrong. But maybe expand that more in sequels or in a Doctor Doom standalone movie or something.
Yeah.
But I think that's... Have them be from the 60s.
You could even have them... But without... I don't know, I guess John... Oh, man. But you could have them do, like, a different combination of the four of them going... I mean, instead of Johnny, maybe he's too young. Is Johnny younger than Susan? I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like
the younger brother. Yeah,
he's the kid,
He's close to Spider-Man's age. He's a couple years old in Spider-Man.
No, but you could show a flashback of the three of them with Doom.
In college?
Yeah, in college.
Yeah.
And they're all doing the Fantastic Four thing, and Johnny's like running around like a little kid.
Yeah.
But like there was a version of it. They were friends before.
Yeah.
And then later on, Doom becomes
Well,
bad.
I kind of like that Doom is always in love with Susan and never liked Ben.
Right, yeah, I do like that too. They never liked each other.
Yeah, they never liked each other.
And that
But Reed's like, we're all friends. And they're like, yeah, Reed.
and then you can show how Johnny just kind of fit right in there. Because then Johnny and Ben make fun of each other.
Yeah.
And he loves his sister because it's his sister.
Yeah. Yeah. As far as casting, I don't have anything specific in mind. I don't care too much about the races of the characters.
No, it doesn't really matter.
As long as... The thing that ticked me off about Fan Four Stick was not that they made a black Human Torch, but that Susan had to be white.
Yes, the Susan.
That seems more racist to me.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, you went through all these crazy convoluted loops just to make it so that Susan Storm was still white.
To stay white.
Because you didn't want... Because one of them's an orange guy.
Yeah.
So that would mean there's only one white guy on the team. You can't have that.
Yeah, exactly. I guess you're right, huh? But it would have made total sense, and I would have found it fine if Human Torch and this woman were both black.
That would have been great.
That would have been cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
that would have made sense.
Yeah. That's the thing that bugged me. It's like, why is she white though?
Yeah.
It's because on the poster they can't have one white guy only.
Yeah, that's really weird.
So nah, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I don't think Marvel Studios care too much about that either.
No, they're big.
But
they could cast
the
anything.
fact that they're from the '60s and they're invoking the classic feel, I could see them going for an all-white team.
Maybe.
But again, I don't really care. But one thing I do have to insist on is that Doctor Doom has to have an accent.
Yeah, I don't care about the races of anybody, but Doctor Doom has to be Latverian.
Latverian.
Yeah, somebody playing Latverian. There's no Latverian.
There's no real Latverian. But
Yeah.
I mean, I love that
Yeah.
that Scarlet Witch has an accent because she would.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
She's a gypsy.
You don't know what it is, but it's
She's
something,
Romanian or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's around there.
Yeah.
So Doctor Doom should be the same.
I'd
thing.
want Doom to be in the same way, to have some kind of accent.
Yeah, that would be cool.
All right, that's Fantastic Four. Moving on to X-Men, who are a little bit more complicated because
There's way more of them.
way more.
Yeah.
So, I like the first X-Men movie, first couple.
Yeah, I liked them. I like the new one.
But I like new ones too. But I'm saying because they start with a mishmash team of the various X-Men franchises.
Yeah.
Like he's cool, she's cool, he's cool, she's cool. Like they didn't.
Yeah.
And when we enter the movie, they've already been the X-Men for like decades.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
It's cool, but it also allows Marvel Studios to be different with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What I would like to see them do is similar to what they're doing with Spider-Man, which is go back to the roots. So I think they should have the original X-Men team.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
X-Men, not First Class,
Yeah.
because they already used that title.
Yeah.
But X-Men or Uncanny X-Men.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think Uncanny X-Men.
What a good title. Yeah.
And it should be Cyclops, Jean Grey, Beast, pre-Blue Beast, like Human Beast, Angel, and Iceman. And they're all being taught by Charles Xavier. And maybe there's a few other kids at their school, but they're the team.
Right. Yeah.
And they should all be young-ish. They should all be college or high school age.
Yeah.
Because they're in school.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. They're being taught.
I would prefer if Iceman be around Spider-Man's age. Because they're supposed to be kind of rivals, kind of like...
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like Human Torches, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In that group. So I want him to be probably the youngest member. And then Cyclops would probably be the oldest, or maybe Beast be the oldest. And then Angel and Jean Grey are about the same age.
Makes sense.
Just under Cyclops. Because originally, Angel and Cyclops were always fighting over who Jean Grey likes more.
Oh, they were?
Yeah, they were both in love with her.
Oh.
Oh, it's totally forgotten the time because we know who she ends up with.
Yeah, I know one.
But they could totally do that in this, bring that back.
Nowadays, does Angel ever go like, man?
No, he's with Rogue? No, Dazzler. I don't remember. He's with someone else now. Oh. And also, might be dead. A bunch of them are dead now.
Really?
Like, most of them are dead now.
Oh, that's
like, they're all dead.
Really? Dead?
Like, all pretty much are dead now.
Oh, man.
Because
of the
Inhumans. They had a war with the Inhumans.
And the humans won?
Pretty much.
Man, that is a totally metaphorical thing for what
I
they're
know.
doing. And they just put it straight in the pages of Marvel?
I think Rogue's still alive, and I think Dazzler's still alive, and a few others. But, like, the ones I just mentioned, I think are all dead.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
So, yeah. Xavier's been dead for years, but...
Well, yeah. Inside.
Yeah. Speaking of which... I don't want the villain to be Magneto, but for life of me, I don't know who else it should be.
Who's their biggest?
Magneto.
Yeah, exactly. It's always Magneto.
Other than Magneto, Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Or you go Weapon X. Oh wait.
Yeah. Oh man.
Senator Kelly. Oh dang, they did that too.
They've already hit.
Oh, the Sentinels. Dang it. That was in another one they did.
Okay, so
they did them all already.
So if Fox doesn't, I mean, let's say Fox makes another X-Men movie from their own, which they probably will.
They are. They're set in the 90s.
So what? Who's they gonna fight?
I actually don't know.
You just said everybody they've used. Who's left? Who's left?
The crazy cult. Not the Hellfire Club because they did that one already. the religious ones that believe that mutants are the spawn of Satan.
Is that ahead of that one? Is that a?
I forget. It's been a while since I read that.
Okay.
But that maybe.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know, but regardless, in my version, Xavier and Magneto, who I think should be in it, even if he's not the main villain.
Oh yeah, we gotta have.
Especially since if we have Magneto, that means guess who could be his kids again?
Oh snap! They're already there. One's dead.
One's dead. Although maybe by the end of Infinity War he'll come back.
We don't know what's gonna happen.
We don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I believe that both Magneto and Charles Xavier should be younger. Younger than 95 years old. Because that's how old Magneto would have to be if he was a Holocaust survivor.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, he couldn't.
Captain America is 95-ish years old. And he was a teenager during that time.
Oh, yeah.
Magneto's a few years younger.
He's been alive the whole time.
It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, yeah. I never thought about that.
So they would have to be like in their 40s to 50s, maybe early 60s.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think a good way to go around it is what they did in the Ultimate Universe, which is have Magneto's parents be part of Weapon X.
Oh, that makes sense.
In the story, it was they were desperately torturing and mutilating mutants to find a cure for their son.
Okay. Hey,
and he was like, "No, you guys are horrible. Murder. Right. I'm going to free Wolverine, and then all the other mutants too you have captured here, and then I'm just going to become a leader of these mutants."
I like that actually.
And he just kind of flies away.
That at least updates the story. So
I think tying him to Weapon X instead of the Holocaust is a good move at this point in time.
Yeah,
because having him be a Holocaust survivor is a beautiful work of writing.
Yeah, to
tie him to a real world horrible thing where something similar happened to the storyline he's in. He's always worried that it's going to happen to mutants because it's happened before.
Yeah,
it happened to him before.
Right,
and it's a really cool thing. But it doesn't make any sense anymore because he's too old now for that.
And he's too old to he's then everyone else, and also that means everyone else would have to be older too. So
I think making him younger, like 50-ish, in the 50s area, and just have his parents have been part of Weapon X, and you could say he freed Wolverine, or you can go do the Ultimate version, which is Nick Fury freed him, and that's why Wolverine cut an eye out.
And then you could even talk about his parents while they were being tortured. Would tell him stories about his grandparents being in the Holocaust.
Yeah, or you could say that his parents were also mutants and they were interned at Weapon X instead of working for it.
Oh yeah,
that's another way you can go. But I think that's an important change for you need to make for Magneto. As for the other mutants, like Storm, Colossus, Nightcrawler, and Wolverine, which is the very famous second wave of mutants. Save for the sequel. Save them for the sequel, but not necessarily Wolverine or Storm.
Because
Storm, I think, could show up in Black Panther 2.
Oh yeah, why not?
I think that'd be cool. Or you could have him show up in X-Men first and then be in that. Have them meet because they're supposed to be together in the comics sometimes.
Right.
Not always, not currently.
Oh really?
No, they got a divorce. But that's a thing. That's a thing that they could do.
Right. Yeah. See, it's cool to think about a Fantastic Four and an X-Men movie, but it's really, especially with the X-Men, because there's so many characters, it would just be great to see them in other movies.
Now, for Wolverine, there's a couple ways they go about this. Either they make a standalone Wolverine movie in Phase 4, or they include him in the Avengers movie. Either way, he has to fight the Hulk.
Yes!
And his first movie appearance, he has to fight the Hulk. They can't make a Hulk movie because of their weird deal with Universal.
Right.
But the Hulk and Wolverine can both be in a movie.
Well, that's cool.
Either the Wolverine movie and he comes across the Hulk and they fight, or he shows up in Avengers and he fights the Hulk.
And if you have the X-Men, I mean the Fantastic Four too, then they can come in and he can fight the Hulk.
That could happen at one point too, yeah.
Why can't we just have a movie where the Hulk fights different people?
Yeah. They made 2 animated movies where Wolverine versus Hulk and Thor versus Hulk.
Oh man.
Both pretty good movies.
I gotta see those.
They're pretty good. So yes, that has to happen because Wolverine's first comic book appearance, he fought the Hulk.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So
it's classic.
You need to have that be in his first movie.
I would love to see that on big screen.
At some point after that, he'll meet, like, maybe in, like, Avengers 5 or whatever.
Right.
Like, he'll be part of the Avengers, and then the X-Men will also be there. And then he'll be like, I'm going to stick with these guys, the X-Men, for a bit, see how that goes.
That's a good idea. He starts with and then they meet the X-Men in another big
Because Wolverine originally was part of Alpha Flight, which is a Canadian superhero team.
Yeah.
And then from there, he showed up in X-Men.
Also Beta Flight.
There's an Omega Flight.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, I think it's Alpha and Omega, not no Beta.
Oh, okay. Alpha, Omega Flight.
But anyway, that's what I think they should do with Wolverine. Now, there's one more, even more complicated character, and he's on your shirt.
Oh,
that is Deadpool.
Only because...
I honestly do not know what they should do with Deadpool.
Well, first, I mean... Fox isn't really going to want to give Deadpool up because he makes so much money for them now.
That's the thing. So,
but if they could,
this could go one of two ways.
Oh.
Well, probably multiple ways. But I'm going to start with 2 here until I come up with the others as I talk.
Okay.
Either the deal and the negotiations for this deal. Fox goes, you can have X-Men and Fantastic Four, but we're keeping Deadpool.
Yeah, we like it.
And Disney's either like, cool, we don't want to make a rated R movie anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Or 2, no, we want in on that too.
We want some of that.
But we're never going to give him his own movie.
Oh.
Like, we'll have his 2 we'll keep Ryan Reynolds.
Uh-huh.
We'll say that your 2 movies are tentatively canon.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we don't want him to be, but it doesn't matter. It's Deadpool. It's cartoonish anyway. And then we'll have him show up in an X-Men movie, and we'll have him show up in a Fantastic Four movie, and he'll be in an Avengers movie. But then just like walking in the background.
But then
just cameo.
But then Fox will still make standalone ones.
I don't think so, because I don't think they want rated R movies in their thing.
Within their
brand.
Well, then if I was Fox, I would say no deal. You can have that deal, so you can just use them.
So then I think Fox will just be like, all right, we'll just have Deadpool in his own universe, and we won't. We'll still be allowed to use X-Men because we still own that technically.
Yeah,
he'll be the last remnants of the old timeline.
Yeah, that'll just keep going on.
That'll be confusing for people.
Yeah.
It's a confusing thing.
Or
yeah,
they could buy it out. Let's say Disney gets cool. They decide to go.
Let's say they're cool for once.
Yeah, they're cool. But let's say they merge with them and say Fox and them can make a R-rated movie. Let's just say that they can, right?
All right.
That way they could give Fox and them and Disney. Well, they have a wealth of money, right? So they could make a really cool superhero Deadpool R-rated movie.
I just don't see it. I don't see it.
With a bunch of guests.
Oh, it would be cool.
Yes.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Oh, why?
Because I'm too much of a realist.
See, and it's so much. He did so well.
This is assuming they're willing to make any kind of deal at all whatsoever.
Right, exactly. But they said he's made so much money that they probably don't want to get rid of any of the X-Men.
That's the biggest conundrum is that it does not fit their brand at all.
No.
Kevin Feige said we're never going to make a rated R movie.
Right. Yeah.
But this is our feel. We're willing to go dark, but you can always tell a Marvel movie.
Right. It's got to be It can't
but Deadpool made more money than anyone ever expected.
Right.
It's made more money domestically here in America than any Marvel movie.
Really? The other Marvel
movies have made more money worldwide.
Yeah, worldwide. Oh,
but Deadpool made more money domestically than all of them.
I wonder if that is because that humor is very
because it was different, and Americans are kind of sick of
superhero. Not sick,
but they're like.
But we're starting to get used to them.
Yeah, Iron Man. Okay.
Yeah. But we're starting to get used. We're expecting them now.
Now we're gonna see nudity and swearing.
I don't think that's what it is.
I mean, it lampooned the genre.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And people were excited about that.
Yeah, and it did really well.
And Deadpool's always connected to people.
Yeah,
it's a weird thing. It's like His eyes are animate. He's funny. Like it's violent. We like that.
Everybody likes it. Yeah.
More, please. Like, but you're never gonna see Robert Downey Jr. is never gonna appear in Deadpool the same way he's in Spider-Man.
Yeah, I guess.
Where he takes Deadpool under his wing.
Yeah. Come on, Deadpool.
And you're gonna hear Robert Downey Jr. say the F word.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
No, it doesn't seem realistic.
I don't think they'll do that.
Man.
But that's what makes it so hard, because then what are they going to do?
Yeah.
If this happens,
nothing.
What is going to happen to Deadpool?
It would be ashamed if
Are they just going to do nothing? They're like, price deal is no more Deadpool anything.
That'd be so
because,
sad.
Like you said,
I know, no. Because I was thinking, where do they go really dark? And you don't rate things at all.
Netflix?
Yes! Because I was thinking, what about Punisher? Where does Punisher go? He's on Netflix.
He's on Netflix.
So you give Deadpool a crazy,
that's the
dark, that can't be rated R, because they don't rate things on TV.
Well, okay. I did think of that too.
I'm thinking about it now.
And with the budget of the original Deadpool movie, they could pull off an amazing Netflix show.
Right, yeah, I think so.
And I think that's possible. But the only reason they have been doing those shows is because that's not Marvel Studios.
Right, I know.
That's Marvel Television.
Right.
And Marvel Television don't care as long as there's money involved.
Yeah. Is that Jeff Loeb?
That's Jeff Loeb, the guy I dislike the most in the comics industry.
But he makes good shows.
He doesn't make them, he hires people to make them.
Well, he hires good people to make shows.
But Jeff Loeb wants is Kevin Feige's job. And everyone knows it.
Really?
Yeah, he's fighting for that job. And Kevin Feige is more and more making it more impossible for him to do it. And that's why the two sections of Marvel don't get along. Is because Jeff Loeb, no one likes him. And Kevin Feige is like a smart dude who knows how to negotiate politics.
Oh, I get
it. You know how many people were before him, between what decides what movies get made and what happens in them, and him before a while ago?
Huh.
There was a creative council.
Oh yeah?
Between comic writers, movie producers, executives, and some people at Disney. And before Disney bought them, there wasn't any. But they were like, all right, what are we making? Iron Man. Okay, cool. This, that. Iron Man 3. I really want this lady to be the main villain. No, we're not doing that. It's going to be Guy Pearce instead. Because toy sales.
Oh.
And he was like, that's BS. We got to do a bunch of research and rewrites. We should have just made her the villain like we were supposed to.
Right, yeah.
Remember the girl that dies?
Yeah.
She was supposed to be the main villain.
What?
I know, right?
Yeah.
And so Kevin Feige, he just went to the president of Disney and was like, hey, fire all those guys, and we'll just do this, you and me. And he was like, cool. And they did that.
Really?
Now we're getting Captain Marvel. Now we're getting Black Panther.
Oh.
Now we're getting like Spider-Man the way we want him.
There's too many people to say no.
Too many money people. Now we're paying actors more.
I get you, yeah.
Yeah, now we're willing to negotiate more with the actors' paychecks. Because now Kevin Feige's the guy in charge. He cut out all the middlemen.
Wow.
Because they're getting in his way.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So, in Feige we trust.
Yeah, I guess so.
But Jeff Loeb wants that job. But Jeff Loeb is not nearly as talented.
But Kevin Feige? He was never a comic book person. Was he?
He's a comic book fan.
But I mean,
he produced the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies and the original X-Men movies.
Oh, yeah, but he was never in comics.
I don't believe he ever
wrote, or he's not known to be from that.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
he worked at Marvel though.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, but he was never in the comic book side. He was all in the other the
entertainment,
extra extended entertainment, whatever, cool. Like the movies, the television.
Well, then of course he's supposed to be that job. Then that's what he wanted. I mean, Jeff Loeb should just keep writing bad comics.
I guess, but the point I was trying to make is, if they do make this deal that I predict they might. Which is, Deadpool's done.
Oh, so sad.
We're done with Deadpool. It's too complicated for our brand.
Right.
Loeb would be like, hey, Ryan Reynolds, you want to make a Netflix series?
Yeah.
And there's nothing Feige can do about it.
And then he could reference the Fox one and be like, didn't that happen? Because he's Deadpool.
He's Deadpool, he can say,
yeah, exactly.
Don't worry about that.
Right. It's okay. He can still remember it, but no one else remembers it.
I think that might happen.
See,
actually, the more I think in my head, like, Jeff Loeb would totally do that.
Yeah.
Go behind his back and be like, hey, Ryan Reynolds, you want to make a Netflix series? And he goes, hell yes, I want to make a Netflix series.
Yeah. Oh, you can't use Punisher because it's too dark? Oh, well, then he's mine. They've already done it. Oh, man. I'm ready for a
That's
Disney,
very likely,
Marvel, Netflix, Deadpool. Do you know how well it would do? It did so well.
Oh my god!
In the theater,
It would be their
if it
biggest
was on
thing.
Netflix, it would be the next. I mean, Stranger Things would be bigger than all these. We'd be like, did you see the Deadpool one?
The Deadpool show?
Yeah, is that
Deadpool show starring Deadpool?
It could even be called that, and it would still be within its brand.
Yeah, it'd be like, that's
Deadpool still starring Deadpool.
There's Deadpool 2 coming in theaters, whatever. Yeah. And then the Netflix show, the Deadpool show starring Deadpool.
Yeah.
Deadpool presents the Deadpool show starring Deadpool.
Starring Deadpool. And everybody would be talking about it on their blogs. Like, oh, it's so great.
Oh my god. Yeah. And you can binge watch it all at once.
Again and again.
Again and again.
Oh, man.
And like I said, with the low budget they had in the first movie, they could totally pull it off.
Yeah, I heard they had a low budget. But
Super low.
I mean, for superhero movies.
Now they have more, but I think they're intentionally keeping it not super high.
Right.
Because they're like, yeah, it's cool. Well, it was profitable.
Right, yeah, true, yeah. Yeah. You remember how we gave you a little bit of money, you made a ton of money? That again.
We'll give you a little bit more money.
Yeah.
Hoping to get more money out of that.
Just get more money.
Yeah. So I think that's everything, right? Oh yeah, and then you could do Avengers, Kree Skrull War, or probably Secret Invasion.
Yeah, actually. You could do a lot of
the Skrulls.
plots.
The Skrulls will be in there now.
Yeah, Skrulls.
You got Galactus and Silver Surfer. You got.
I think that. Oh,
other things probably.
Thor is opening up space with that next
a bit.
movie, and I guess Guardians already opened up space,
Yeah.
of course. But I just think that adding the Fantastic Four would be so much more space. I love space.
Wait, because Doctor Strange opened up dimensions.
Fantastic
Four can open up space and dimensions.
Yeah, see, they dip into.
They do it all, baby.
Yeah. Fantastic Four 1, they meet Doctor Strange in another dimension. Fantastic Four 2, they meet the Guardians of the Galaxy in space.
So yeah, I don't have a trilogy planned out in my head, but I figure Fantastic Four, Mole Man, then Doctor Doom. And then Galactus.
Yeah. I was gonna ask this. Oh yeah, that sounds like it. No, you don't think Doom at the end?
No, because Doom is the main villain in the Avengers.
Oh yeah.
And which the Fantastic Four would be involved.
Oh yeah, of course, yes.
But they flesh him out in the Fantastic Four.
But but here's what I was thinking earlier. If they fight the Mole Man in the first one in the present day, I assume, then what is the footage from when they're old in the 60s?
That's the technology he recreates in the present day.
So they do.
Like I said, it's based on one of Reed Richards' technology ideas.
Okay, yeah.
And the 50 years have been gone, villains grabbed it up.
Right. But in that old footage, would he fight? Would they be fighting the Mole Man?
That would be pretty great.
Yeah, because I love that in the 60s thing.
Yeah.
In the 60s look of it, because when the comic was
that would be, and then like S.H.I.E.L.D. classified that, no one knew about it.
Yeah, it's just shaky footage.
Yeah, like, oh no, the Fantastic Four, that's a myth, that never really happened.
But it was really cool.
And then they're back, and they're like, they are real!
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like Ant-Man.
Like, kind of like Ant-Man,
yeah.
That was during the 80s, though, right?
But still, they've obviously classified some things.
Yeah, they classified some stuff.
Oh boy,
they
have
hit it. Yeah. I mean, I think it'd be great to see some clips of like Reed Richards walking down the halls of S.H.I.E.L.D. back in the day.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Walking past Hank Pym, they're like, "Oh, Pym, I read your papers on the particles. It's very fascinating."
Right.
Yeah. He goes, "Oh, I read your dissertation on the prospect of parallel universes. It's very fascinating stuff."
Sweet.
Yeah, found it.
Yeah, found it.
Science bros. Yeah, they're the 60s version of Tony Stark and Bruce Banner.
Basically, yeah, exactly.
And then they could have Michael Douglas show up too.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so cool. Friends reuniting. Like, Pym.
You're old.
Yeah, you're so much older. Like you're practically a child when I was
Yeah, exactly.
You were just fresh out of college at the age of like 20.
Right. I'm working on something that can make you look a lot younger. I mean, he could be, of course, be working on stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think, Reed should always be like thinking about stuff and barely being present.
I am very excited about the prospect of this happening. Of course, there's no evidence that it actually is happening.
Dream, right? Might come true.
I'm dreaming. Phase 4. Enter X-Men and Fantastic Four.
Oh, Wave 4 will be fantastic.
It will be uncanny and fantastic. Also, extreme X-Men. Let's see what the future Foundation holds. For these quirky quartets. Oh, wait, that was Avengers.
Yeah.
That was Cap's quirky quartet.
Really?
Which had 2 X-Men characters in it, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. I know my stuff.
Were they
It was after the event, in issue like 3 or 4, the Avengers broke up.
What? That's quick.
It was super quick back in the day, man. You gotta go. Cap brought on 3 notorious criminals: Hawkeye, Quicksilver, and Scarlet Witch.
Oh, okay.
To be like, we're the new Avengers, and then they were known as Cap's quirky quartet.
I like it.
And now, since that day, they've been known as heroes.
Oh.
I mean, did you even know Hawkeye was a villain originally?
No, I was gonna say, yeah, no, he's always.
He was a
good.
circus performer who was taken on the ring of thieves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
His brother's still a criminal.
Do they talk about that in Avengers? They hinted that in Avengers at all?
He hints that he's done some bad stuff, and he was brainwashed. He was on the bad guy side at the beginning of Avengers.
Oh yeah,
he's brainwashed. I believe that's a reference to the fact that he was originally a bad guy.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
And the fact that, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are antagonists at the beginning of the second Avengers.
Right.
Is also referenced, and that Hawkeye has a special bond with those two.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is also, I think,
suppose so.
Playing, because Joss Whedon's the guy who knows this sort of stuff.
Yeah, and he knows his comics. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I guess you didn't know that.
Now I like this more.
I just said a bunch of stuff that I know offhand about Marvel Comics that a lot of people don't know, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I know about like a certain point of it.
I'm the kind of guy who would buy this.
And this one.
And this. And there's also a Thor hammer somewhere around here. Are you grabbing it?
There it is.
You got it?
I can't get it.
You're not worthy.
I am worthy.
Oh my god, we're worthy.
We're worthy. We're so worthy.
Hooray! Oh god,
I'm not worthy. My laugh isn't worthy. Crush, kill, destroy.
Marvel. I know too much about it.
What, do you have Hulk hands too?
No, I don't have Hulk hands.
Oh!
How would I hold this with Hulk hands?
You call yourself a Marvel fan.
Hulk hands like this. I can't.
Yeah,
it's pointless.
We can have one Hulk hand.
Like if I had this higher up on the forearm, you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I have a Hulk hand
you
here.
Hulk hand, and then you hold your regular.
And then this, and then I wear this.
You would be crazier. You have all the powers.
I have all the powers.
All the powers.
All the powers. Well, Hulk doesn't wear gloves. He's actually that big.
Yeah. Yes. But he does have the power that when you hit something, it goes
thwack.
Right.
Or kapow.
Kapow.
So, what'd you think of my ideas?
I think they fit in very well.
I was talking to the audience. What do you think of my ideas, everybody? Who cares what Frankie thinks?
I think they fit in very well.
Oh, thanks, guys. Oh, shucks. Like I said, I didn't think about casting about any of this. I just basic age rankings, and basic plots. I didn't get that far into X-Men because I honestly don't know. Because they're so afraid to do anything that they've done with Spider-Man before. I can't imagine what X-Men's going to be.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Because they've literally done everything.
They've done every storyline.
I mean, House of M?
Already?
Well, maybe not already. Maybe at the end of Phase 5.
Yeah.
And then they have to bring back any of the main characters that have died previously.
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
They're like, hey, they're back. They look different. Shut up. No, they don't. That'd be cool. But I think it's important to have the Marvel family back together.
Yeah, one big
and
move.
I think especially Marvel's first family, the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Which is what they're known as sometimes.
Adding them as a 60s totally gives it that great great feeling of the original comics.
And it totally makes sense with the characters.
Yeah.
To jump
they're
through time.
always going through time or space. Or time and space.
They're from the 60s, actually, the comics.
Right, yeah.
So,
even though Johnny's still a teenager.
Yeah, so
whatever.
Do that, Marvel. I think that's the best way to go. Don't go young like Fox tried. I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, the Ultimate Fantastic Four comics are at least half good. They had like 50 different writers.
Well, you said that they were good for a while.
They're good for a while. They're really good for a while.
At some point, they were really good.
I never read the Ultimate Future Foundation, but I think that was good too.
Oh, well, what do you know?
I mean, I love what they did with Reed Richards. He's still around. He's like the only thing from the Ultimate Universe that's still around.
Because he can be.
Because he's evil, and that's cool.
Oh yeah, you told me.
Ultimate Reed Richards turns evil.
Yeah. Well.
Miles Morales isn't from the Ultimate Universe anymore. Now he's just from Marvel Universe. That's stupid. I hate that. That means the Miles Morales I liked is dead and gone forever.
Yes, he is. He's gone.
Ridiculous. Alright, that's it.
Bye, Marvel fans.
Charging Star.